Hello Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Taurus, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Taurus, let's get started. So we do have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. You could very well be resurfacing back up here for someone, or maybe somebody's resurfacing back up here for you. But let's see what it's more so leaning towards. We are going to focus on you first, Taurus, and we'll jump over to your person. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. Also keep in mind time is fluid, so this could either currently be happening or maybe happening at a later date. How does Taurus currently view this relationship? All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, so we have I don't even feel like this is your energy. Great. I feel like you're in High Priestess energy. I'm going to break this energy down really quickly here, and then I'm going to ask one more time how you're currently viewing this relationship with this particular person. Now, like I said, you're currently in High Priestess-like energy, and sometimes this happens in my readings where we start to pick up on one individual a lot more than the other individual wrapped up in all of this. But right now, when it comes down to this particular person, okay, I do kind of see you very, very quiet right now and very to yourself is basically what I'm gathering. You're definitely not speaking to this person whatsoever. I do believe that you created a lot of distance between you and them. I'm also getting that as well. You're not pouring any sort of time and or energy towards them and whatever it is that you once upon a time had with them, you know, is basically what I'm getting. So let's get into it. For some of you, you could have been dealing with an air sign strongly. So Gemini, Libra, possibly an Aquarius, maybe in a Virgo or a Capricorn or a Scorpio. It doesn't necessarily have to be the case though. But in regards to this person, their energy, I am definitely getting an overall energy of somebody trying their hardest to like stick to their guns here and not call you and not text you and not look for you is basically what I'm getting. Even though this person wants to call you, even though this person wants to text you, even though this person wants to look for you, they're trying their hardest to not go down that route for whatever reason, okay? I don't know if you ended things with them or they ended things with you or whatever have you, but it just kind of looks like this person's very hell-bent on, I'm not going to call Taurus, I'm not going to text them, I'm not going to look for them, I'm going to stay away from them. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to focus on me. That's what I'm going to do. But deep down inside, do they want to stay away from you? No. Do they want to contact you? Absolutely. I just kind of feel like right now they're forcing themselves to not go down that route and contact you. I mean, we have reconciliation out here, so that's kind of telling me more than likely it's only a matter of time before they cave in and contact you. But I will say they're doing a wonderful job. They're doing a wonderful job at staying away from you for now anyways. How does Taurus currently view this relationship with this individual? Okay, we do have the Six of Cups. Now, we did get the Six of Cups for them within their energy, and we're getting the Six of Cups here within your energy. So that's kind of telling me that you're definitely picking up on this person energetically speaking. So what that means is you could find yourself randomly thinking about this person out of nowhere because they find themselves thinking about you a whole lot. So you're just kind of picking up on them, you know, energetically, you know, speaking. But I feel like the feeling is mutual. Like I feel like you think about them and I think that they think about you. I feel like, you know, you miss speaking to them and they miss speaking to you. You miss spending time with them and they miss spending time with you. I mean, the feeling is essentially mutual. But with the Two of Wands to the Tower, I just kind of feel like regardless of the fact that you may miss this person and think about this person from time to time, you know, with the Two of Wands to the Tower, I think that you're just kind of like respecting the fact that it's done and over with between, you know, you and this person, and it's time, you know, for you to move on, you know, with your life, which is kind of like the same energy that they're kind of somewhat harnessing, you know, as well. But how does this person currently view this relationship with Taurus? Ugh. We have the Seven of Wands. We got the Five of Wands. And then we also have the Seven of Pentacles. It kind of looks like this person has been patiently waiting for you to essentially contact them. mainly because they refuse to be the one to basically contact you. This to me feels like a whole lot of ego and pride right here in itself. I mean, they're showing up as the King of Swords. They got 5 of Wands energy and 7 of Wands energy. So this individual is somebody who does have a lot of ego and pride. I am definitely getting that. As much as they do want to hit you up, their ego and their pride's like, no, absolutely not. Screw Taurus. We're not calling them. We're not texting them. No, we're not doing that. You know what I mean? We're not doing that. Okay. How does Taurus feel? We got the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Cups. And then we also have the World out here. Well, I feel like you are kind of bummed out to a degree that things just simply didn't work out here between the two of you, and it played out the way that it did. You know, especially because, you know, this is somebody that you really did like. This is somebody that you definitely saw, you know, a lot of potential with. This is somebody who brought a lot of happiness and a lot of joy into your life, and they made you smile a whole lot too. I'm also getting that, you know, as well. So I think that, yeah, you are definitely bummed out that things played out the way that it did, you know, between you and this person. But, you know, your whole vibe is, it is what it is, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks, but it is what it is. What can you do? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how you're handling this entire situation. How does this human feel? Okay. We have the Hermit. We have the Hangman. We also have the Chariot out here. Okay. We have the, okay, we have the 8 of Pentacles, so 3 of Cups. You know, in regards to how this person currently feels, this person feels like if you wanted to, like, you know, reconnect with them, you would. You know what I mean? Like, if you wanted to reconnect with them, you would. If you wanted to call them, you would. If you wanted to text them, you would. You know, that's how they feel. Like, if they really wanted, you know, to, you know, reconnect with me, you know, they could always call me, they could always text me, you know, but the fact that you have yet to call them, you have yet to text them, kind of has this person feeling like, what is the actual point of them gravitating towards you then? Because if you're not trying to put any effort towards, you know, calling them, texting them, looking for them, why should they be the one calling you, texting you, looking for you? You see what I mean? Is basically what I'm gathering here off of this person's energy. Okay. Now, I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, their whole thing is, you know, if you really really wanted things to work out between the two of you, you have their number. You could always call them yourself. You could always text them yourself. It just kind of looks like you're choosing to not go down that route. Is basically what I'm getting. But regardless of what I just said, this person truly does want, they truly do want to gravitate towards you all over again. In other words, they truly want to call you, they truly want to text you, but what's stopping them is this whole, but now, like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, if Taurus wanted to speak to me, they would have called me by now. They would have texted me by now. If they wanted me to be a part of their life, they would have came looking for me. So no, like, I'm not going to call them. I'm not going to text them. Like, if they wanted to be a part of my life, like, they know my number. They know where to find me. So no, screw that. I'm not doing it. No, screw that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like every time they get the urge, honey, to like call you or text you or look for you, it's like they sit there and they tell themselves, nah, like, but for what? Like, if Taurus wanted me in their life, they would have called me by now. They would have texted me by now, but they didn't. So whatever. It is what it is. Like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Like, okay, let's keep going. What actions will Taurus take towards this person? We're moving forward. Okay. We have the 10 of Swords, so the Knight of Wands, and then we also have, you know, your energy. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but it keeps showing up time and time again. You know what I mean? Like, do I see you gravitating towards this human? More of the story? Absolutely not. I don't see you gravitating towards them. And it's stemming from a place of like, no, like, it's done and over with. There's no point of me calling them. There's no point of me texting them. There's no point of me looking for them. It's over and done with. Like, there's no point. You know what I mean? There's no point. You know, I'm just going to move on with my life. It is what it is. But I keep getting that as far as it being done and over with between you and this person, like, this overwhelming feeling of like, man, like, this sucks. Like, I keep getting that from you. Like, this sucks. This sucks. I really like them. Like, but whatever, it just didn't work out, but yeah, I really did like them. I really did, I really did. But it is what it is. Life goes on, like that's your whole mentality towards the situation. But do you want this person back in your life from the looks of it? Yeah, absolutely. But I think you're just so caught up in the whole, but it's over now, so it is what it is. Life goes on. I'll get over it. What actions will this person take towards Taurus moving forward? We have the Six of Swords, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and then we also have the Six of Cups. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Ten of Swords. We got the Justice card to the Ten of Pentacles. And then we also have the Four of Wands. They're going to cave in. They're going to cave in. That's like besides the freaking point. This individual is going to essentially cave in, and here's why. Okay? Keep in mind these are phases that they're going through, so just keep that in mind. Right now, this person is trying to match your energy. Since you're not calling them and texting them, they're not going to call you and text you. You know what I mean? But it's stemming from a place of, oh, like, all right, so this is what okay. So this is what we're going to do. All right, cool. I'm just going to match Taurus's energy. If they're not going to call me, text me, or look for me, I'm not going to call them, text them, or look for them either. See how they like them apples, right? Now, there is going to come a point in time, right? There's going to come a point in time where this person will essentially cave in with that Ten of Swords energy. They're going to cave in because this whole them trying to match your energy, they're not trying to do that, because the more they try to match your energy, the more they start to find themselves essentially feeling like this is just stupid by them essentially matching your energy, because you're staying away from them and they're trying to match your energy and stay away from you. Like, they're going to eventually look at this like, yo, this is stupid. Like, I don't want to stay away from Taurus. Like, I don't want to stay away from them. Like, I want them back in my life. Like, this is fucking stupid. Like, this is fucking stupid. And listen, your ego and your pride will take you down a fucking path that deep down inside you don't really want to go down. You know what I mean? And I think that that's just kind of what this person's waking up to, is them essentially realizing that their ego and their pride is taking them down a path they don't want to fucking go down. Okay? They don't want to go down, because that path consists of a life without you basically in it. And that doesn't really sit well with them. You know what I mean? That doesn't really sit well with them. I feel like this person's really good at walking away from a lot of fucking people, honestly. Like, their cutoff game, phenomenal. I mean, they're showing up as a King of Swords and they harness King of Pentacles energy. Their cutoff game, honey, is on point. I will give them that. Like, the moment somebody crosses them, they'll cut that person out of their life and keep it moving, completely forget about them, all about that individual. And they'll move on and as if they never even knew that person. You know what I mean? Like, their cutoff game, phenomenal. But when it comes down to you, it's like, it's hard. You know what I mean? It's just hard for them to essentially forget about you. And it has a lot to do with the fact that you and this person are very compatible to one another. We do have the King and the Queen of Pentacles out here. I mean, you and this person are very compatible to one another. They were harnessing Six of Cups energy. You were harnessing Six of Cups energy too. So the soul tie connection was definitely there, between you and this person. So the connection was there, the chemistry was there, the passion was there, the physical attraction was there, everything was there when it came down to the both of you guys. And that in itself is freaking hard to find somebody, that fits everything that you're looking for. I mean, it's hard to find, you know what I mean? But like I said, this one over here is going to eventually cave in and gravitate towards you, but they have to kind of wake up to their own reality, and their reality right now is them essentially walking a path that they don't necessarily want to continue to walk down, because this path that they're currently walking right now doesn't involve you in it. You know what I mean? But it's just their ego and their pride that's taking them down this damn path that they deep down inside don't want to go down. They want to resurface back up here, for you, and they eventually will. I just kind of feel like this person need to get out of their ego and their pride first. And you harness feminine energy. That's another thing too. They harness a lot of masculine energy. You harness a lot of feminine energy. So the likelihood of you resurfacing back up here for this person, it's at an all-time low. It is at an all-time low. And it's not because you don't want to reconnect with this person, because you do. You just harness feminine energy. Feminine energies are all about sitting back waiting to essentially receive, while the masculine energies are all about taking that action. You know what I mean? So if this person wants you, they're going to have to take action in your direction, because you're not going to lift the finger, you know, to take action in their direction. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that, is basically what I'm getting. So you will definitely hear from this person. But, you know, let them get out of their little, you know, ego and pride first. And they will definitely gravitate towards you. They definitely will gravitate towards you, and you will definitely heal. Not heal. You will definitely hear from them again, is what I basically meant to say. It's interesting because we do have, you know, deception out here, very similar to the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords can definitely represent ego and pride. It could also represent somebody's trying to match somebody else's energy, which we did get that for this person. And then we have heart-to-heart conversations. Like, they're going to resurface back up here for you the moment they get out of their ego and their pride, and they will contact you. I'm getting the Page of Cups specifically with this energy. The Page of Cups, you know, can definitely represent Pisces energy, so you could be dealing with a Pisces. But the Page of Cups can definitely represent a heart-to-heart conversation. It could also represent an apology. So this person could very well be resurfacing back up here for you and apologizing to you for something that maybe this person said, maybe this person did. I am definitely getting that. All right, so that's what I have for you, Taurus. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.